What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Morphles Morphs. Tonight's episode, everybody, we've got just sit back, relax. Make sure you guys got yourselves a drink. You know, whatever you need to do, make sure you're here to watch and see a lot of this fire that you're going to see tonight, guys. I'm not going to lie. You're not going to want to miss anything once Ron starts showing off some of these snakes tonight. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you got what you need now. If you're going to leave at any point during this live, go now, go get it, and come right back. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss this stuff, guys. But let's bring Ron and his son Alex out and give them a warm welcome, everybody. What's up, Ron and Alex? What's going on, guys?
I'm Ron Groff. This is Alex Groff, my son behind me here. We are AVM Reptiles. Jeremy, that was a big intro, man. I hope I can live up to the billing. So we'll see how it goes.
The pictures I have seen, trust me, you're going to exceed that. Yeah, I know there's a lot. You've got a lot of people in our group that really admire the stuff you're working with. So you've got some fire, dude. You've got some fire.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it keeps growing over the years. You know, it's always like, it seems like you're always like 1 year behind. You're like, man, I wish I had that female now or the male now or whatever. And we're always saying next year is going to be great. Next year is going to be great. But, you know, it's fun. It's fun. It's not our full-time gig. So it's a good time, though. Hopefully someday it will be our full-time job. So it's all good.
No, I actually had people over here today picking up a pied male that I had for sale. And like I was showing them everything I had, you know, in the racks growing up, stuff that's breeding, everything. And that was it. Like you said, excuse me. What I had told them was, you know, this coming season is like, it's going to be nuts. This coming season is going to be nuts. I was like, but the next season is going to be even better. Right. And it's like, the next season, it's always the next season is going to be better. And next season is going to be better. And it's true for the most part, as long as you nail those odds, the next season should always be a little bit better.
Yeah. One of the things we run into, some of the issues, is Alex is the one who started us on this. It was not me. We're going back maybe 6-7 years when he wanted a ball python for a pet, you know, and so my wife and I, we made him write a report on, you know, how you're going to take care of it, what do they eat, you name it, everything. Best report the kid's ever done in his life, and that was probably when he was I don't know 12, but at that time, we weren't buying thinking about breeding. We were just buying what looked cool. We weren't really discerning between male or female and things of that nature. So we are heavy on the male side of our collection. We got to get caught up. So a lot of the females we will produce, we will hold back, which makes sometimes, you know, selling on Morph Market challenging because people tend to gravitate towards the females, but it's a situation we're in. We'll deal with it. We'll get through it, and we'll build up our females. I'm in a situation where we might have an awesome female. We're like, okay, what male should we put with it versus taking one male and moving it across, you know, 3, 4, 5 females. So we're coming through that now, but we definitely, we know it. We're heavy on the males, but I have a hard time letting go of them. So anyway.
And when you're producing them, it makes it that much harder to to let them go. It really does. I know, like this year I ran into it with some of the stuff that I produced. Like I had the bell. I always wanted to make a bell. We made a bell this year. It ended up being a male. I was like, all right, well, we'll keep him. Right. And as time, you know, as he was eating good and everything was going, and I started going and had the first show coming up there for Gettysburg. I was like, oh man, it's like, you know what? Nah, it's like we're gonna see if we can't move him. It hurt. And after he made it through Gettysburg, it's like, okay, maybe he's meant to stay here. Yeah. And then I took him to the Oaks show, and boom, doors opened up, and that boy was gone. It's like, well, I guess he wasn't meant to stay. Yeah. But no, I get it's really hard to let stuff move. That's I know, like this season, I know, like you said. You know, next season's always going to be better. This season, hopefully, I should be making some visual exantic stuff. It's going to be super hard to let any of that go. Yeah. You guys will see me crying the blues in our group chat.
Yeah. Well, and we make rookie mistakes still, because this year I bought an Enchi dreamsicle to go with a yellow belly dreamsicle that I produced it a long time ago when I was having a hard time even sexing snakes, you know. Sexed it as a female 3 years ago. Put it in the tub, grew it up. It was eaten. It's getting big. I think it's like maybe 2,200 grams. We say, okay, this year, you know what? We're going to breed it to the Enchi Dreamsicle's big enough. We're going to put the Yellow Belly Dreamsicle with the Enchi Dreamsicle. I was looking for some Yellow Belly Enchi Dreamsicles. Sure enough, I put them together. You hear this bang, bang, bang in the tub. Alexander grabs what we think is the female, pops it, and sure enough, it is a male. So now I got an Enchi Dreamsicle that I don't have anything that I really want to put it back with. I don't want to put, I have a female Dreamsicle I could have put it back with, but I don't want to make just a bunch of Dreamsicles. And I got like 3 or 4 female Dreamsicles right now on Morph Market. One of them is a Yellow Bell. I'm going to hold that one back. The other ones are females. And they're just sitting on Morph Market. They're not moving the way they used to. I don't know if like the Dreamsicle project is starting to slide away, but let me see if I can find it here. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this right here. This is the Yellow Belly Dreamsicle that I thought was a female, about 2,000 grams, ready to breed this year. Turns out to be a male. It's a nice one too. It's a bummer. So I don't know if we're going to keep him, keep him, put him on Morph Market, but super nice snake. And this was going to be okay, great. You know, we produce this one, we grill it up, you know, and it's about 2,200 grams, but yeah, it was a bummer. So we still run through stuff like that, and we're trying to, you know, figure it out as we go. You know, we reach out to people like, you know, you guys in Pennsylvania, all the folks that, you know, are on the group chat and things like that, get information down to you know, identifying snakes and things of that nature. But it is a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun.
It's funny thing is, I had the same thing happen with my Puma. It was supposed to be a female. Yeah. It grew like a female. I mean, it was exceeding some of my other girls that I had growing up at the same time. Threw a male in. Next thing I know, I mean, the ARS is just shaking like crazy. Yeah. What the hell? Yep. Open it up, and that Puma came flying out, like flailing. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's a bummer because you wait all that time, and then it's not what you want, or you buy something, it's a female, you grow it up, you want to make freeways, you buy something that has Yellow Belly, and it turns out it doesn't have Yellow Belly in it. We've been through all that stuff. Here's another one that, where the heck is it? This one. Bought this as a female, Jeremy. Lightning Pied. Bought this as a female. And had this one as a female. Turns out it's a male as well. Beautiful snake. But, you know, you spend 3 years, you know, bringing it up. It teaches you something in the beginning, though. When you do buy a snake, make sure you check it if you can. If you're buying it at a show, check it. When it gets to you, check it immediately. But, yeah, this is a bummer. So now I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet either. So, you know, you start.
What line is that? Is that VPI or TSK?
This is an MJ.
Oh, that's MJ. Okay.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, I know they're mainly out of Canada and probably a little bit harder to sell. I know I saw Ozzy had purchased one from Marcus Jane, and they hold their blacks. I mean, you can. They really hold their blacks, and I don't know. I'm a fan of it, but again, they're not
good. That's why I wasn't sure which one it was.
Yeah.
No, that if that was TSK, Ron, I would have told you, but you can send it over here. That's okay. Send it my way. Yeah. But I can't work with MJ. I can't help you out on that one.
So anybody out there, I got a male Enchi Dreamsicle that I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this year. I got that MJ Lightning Pie that I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with this year. I got that Yellow Belly Dreamsicle I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with this year. So, you know, you need any help and can use them, you know, give me a shout. So
there you go, folks. There you go. Let's go through here and say hi to a bunch of the people in chat. We are already at now. This don't mean to put any pressures on you, but we're at 28 people already, and we're like what? 10 minutes in, so that says something, Ron. That says something, dude.
All right, let's hope they stay on and don't leave.
Oh, dude, they're gonna keep accumulating. Probably about 8:30, 8:45. Normally it jumps up pretty good.
Right.
So, John, what's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, if you would like to become a member to our YouTube channel, like John is, here is the link. Click it. There's a couple different options there. And maybe one of the options suit you. Also, any and all super chats go towards my ultrasound fund. So I greatly appreciate all of that help and support. It's just one way I decided to use the YouTube funds as to a good way to put it to use. I don't know if you guys have an ultrasound round, but I know a lot of people swear by ultrasound.
I will probably have one soon, but I do not have one to date. No.
Okay. But yeah, so there's the link, everybody. Hopefully it did post, but appreciate all the love and support. And hey, you don't have to super chat. You don't have to become a member. I enjoy just doing this. I enjoy having people on like Ron and his son. I enjoy doing this. So yeah, just thank you everybody for being here. Let's see here. We got Clint. What's going on, Clint? Thanks for tuning in. Macomorph, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Jolly, what's going on, guys? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Pravada Exotics, you're a new face, I think. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I greatly appreciate the support. Ray, my brother, what's going on? Ray is probably one of the most recent Exantic converters that I've gotten to enjoy hanging out with or spending, talking to and everything. He's on the boat now with the Exantic everything. It's good to see people just loving that black and white contrast. I love it.
Yeah, I was looking forward to like moving Clown into it as well. And I when it was a female, I was trying to create some pieds, and because I have that, and have some like a pied visual and then double het Clown Exantic. That's what I was going to build up and try and go for that. And it's kind of set me back a little bit because it's a male. So
I actually, now that I think about it, I had that happen to me twice. The Puma was one, and then I bought it was a leopard lesser spot nose, and that was supposed to be female, ended up being a male. But I had plans to put that into a Batman project, and when that ended up being a male, he sat around here for almost 2 years, and finally it's like, you know what, dude, it's like you're going up on. I actually put him on the 1,000 sub giveaway, so he was part of that.
Yeah,
it sucked because he was awesome looking, but at the same token, it's like, dude, I can't use you. You're not what I need at the moment. Yeah. But Danny hooked me up. Now I got a beautiful Bruce Wayne girl growing up that's possible red stripe as well. So
I'm starting to find that I bought just a male dreamsicle, and in all honesty, with the things that you start producing from a male standpoint, it really didn't serve me any more than like one season, because I could use what I produced out of that now I'm a level up. So what I started doing was, really, if I'm going to buy a male, I'll raise up the females, but I'm going to buy a male. I'm putting some money into my males, and I'm putting something that I can get for years down the road. I mean, get the right there, because coming up, this one that we picked up, I don't know, he's only about 300 grams. I don't know, I might be able to get something out of him late in the season. He's an unbelievably awesome eater. But this one right here is a black pastel red striped yellow belly Clown, 100% het Desert Ghost, 50% het G stripe. Yeah, so if it doesn't turn out to be G stripe, I don't care. I was really buying it for the Desert Ghost project, and also I want to put this guy back with my proven Magma. So this coming year, if this one can get big enough late in the season, and my Magna went late, so she won't be ready to go again for probably several months. So I might be able to get this guy up to 700 grams or so, maybe use him this year with her and have a shot at like some Pompeiis, and that would be super awesome. But I just like the black pastel red stripe yellow belly. I mean, it's just this guy's really cool too.
I need a mail from that clutch, Ron. Put me on a list.
All right. Yeah. Where's the heck's the female is so nice.
Yeah, I really need, because that was one thing I wanted to be able to hit. Was one, I want to prove out the red stripe. So if I could hit a super red stripe, that would prove out the female to have it.
And potentially I could get a Pompeii with super red stripe, because this here is the magma. So this is spot nose red stripe clown. So this one she produced this year, did very, very nicely too. So
very nice.
That one's
what's up?
There's a question.
Oh no. I was shouting out Mint Boas for tuning in tonight. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she produced some of our favorite clutches this year, in my opinion. So she did pretty well.
Nice.
They're both the ones that we held back. We had Spot Nose, Clown, I believe. And she
Spot Nose.
And she Spot Nose. Probably it's red stripe. I sent some pictures off to Justin Kabilka, and he said they're probably red stripe as well. So Enchi Spot Nose, red stripe clown. They're both in shed. I got one male, one female. I'm going to keep the female back, but yeah. So that one's going good. The Acid Project this year too. We got some good stuff out of the Acid. I know you're a big Confusion. I've been sticking with. I have Confusion. I've been working Confusion with Lavender Albino.
I love the Acid stuff, actually.
Yeah,
I'm the Acid
Confusion. They're kind of the same, but just because I have both in the collection. I've been doing the Confusion with Lavender Albino, mixing that in with Lavender Albino. I've been mixing Acid in with the Clown. Got some really cool head clown ones. Can you grab the two? Those two. And I posted these on the group for the breeders in PA, and I did a little bit more research on these two. These two guys are cool. They're tiny. So this came out of the from my Acid, and we were looking at it, and I originally thought, they were both like, I got excited, and I thought they were both like Spot Nose Leopard Acids, and I did a little bit more research on them, and if you can tell, this one here is lighter in color. And if you look at the head stamp, let me see that head stamp right there? This one probably doesn't even have Acid in it. This is probably a Spot Nose. I believe this one might be Spot Nose Leopard Pastel. Yeah. If you look at the different head stamp, look right on the back of the head on this one. See how it kind of like checks off and stops? Where this one, damn it, I can't even get this thing in front of me. You see the difference, like right at the back of the head, it's different. Yeah. This one right here is probably the Spot Nose Acid Pastel, but they're really cool. Okay. So I got one of the Leopard Spot Nose Pastels, and I got two of the Acid, and they're 100% head clown and possible pied, 50% het pied. So
see, I love both of those. When you posted those pictures up in the chat, my jaw dropped. It's like, dude, they both look stunning.
For not having a visual recessive in them, I do. I think they're really cool. I don't even know if you plugged in Clown into this, if it would be cooler. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't, but I think these two are really cool. That's the Acid.
Those are really nice. Yeah. Let's just do a couple more shout outs here real quick, Ron. I don't want to try to catch everybody as best.
If I'm talking too much, just shut me down. Otherwise, I'll just keep going, man.
Dude, I love. See, this is one reason why I was excited to have you on, because you've got a lot of knowledge. You've got a lot of fire stuff to show it. Like, we're gonna have a full show tonight, folks. Let's see, where was I at? I was at Mint Boas. Where did Mint Boas? Phil, I gotta shout out Phil right off the bat. Phil, thank you, Phil, for the super chat. That definitely, I appreciate that. I feel like it was into the ultrasound fund. Greatly appreciate it, brother. I knew Phil. I knew you were gonna really be happy with me having Ron and Alex on here because
hey, Phil.
Phil definitely like Phil talks you up, Ron. I'm not gonna lie, Phil talks you up big time.
I like Phil.
So,
hey, somebody posted in there that the one on the left is acid all day long. I don't remember which hand I had in them, but hopefully I got it right. But before I post, I usually I got a decent relationship with Justin. So especially with stuff that he's worked on, and he's worked on a lot of the confusion stuff, and he has some assets. So I try and do my best to run some things by him. So I'm at least posting things, right. Starting out and pumping in, 3 codoms on one snake and 4 codoms on the other snake, you get some jumbled up messes for people that are relatively new. It is hard to pick them out. And I mean, we were starting out with just, yellow belly to a normal. I mean, you could probably do that, So I've already sold, Jeremy. You're going to kick yourself because I accidentally sold a low expression confusion and confused it with a yellow belly and sold it to somebody for $200 at the Oak Show. Yeah, I met him out at the Oak Show, and I knew that would kill you, but
I could have bought that.
I talked to him after the fact, and he was very, very happy. Yeah, I don't know if Chris is on, but if Chris is on, I was talking to Chris at that Oak Show, and that's the one where I sold a confusion for $200. And it was double het pied lavender albino.
was I had to have been away from the table or something because I didn't see you at Oaks.
This was a while ago. This was earlier. Okay. This is earlier in the year. Yeah, this is earlier in the year. I won't make that mistake again. But I was very, very, very happy. That's cool. He was a guy from New Jersey, and he was over at the Oak Show with a table.
Okay.
What do you got? Oh,
let's see here.
Jeremy, here you go.
Ooh.
What is this yellow belly confusion? Yeah. This here is a yellow belly confusion, het lavender.
Isn't it also pastel? Yeah.
Oh yeah, pastel yellow belly confusion, double het lavender albino pied.
And look at that pattern.
And we're gonna hold this one back. The color, it's not even showing up on this camera, but it is such a nice deep yellowy orange. Really, really cool.
That I love the pattern, dude. I mean, I can imagine the color, but the pattern.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking animal.
Yeah. This one's cool.
Very, very nice. Cool. Our dad's going crazy. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. I think I did get you, Jolly, but Jolly, thanks for tuning in. Kai, my brother, what's going on? Good to see you. Everybody, make sure you go check out Kai's latest video that he posted today. Congrats on that awesome clutch, dude. Those were some beautiful babies. Let's see here. Chat is going off like crazy. PCF, thanks for tuning in. Stephen and Courtney, thanks for tuning in. Everybody, don't forget to go vote for them on the Snakes and the Fat Man, 15 Minutes of Lame. Go vote for them and check them out there. Romeo, thanks for tuning in. Oh, okay, you got the. All right, what's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Glad she's doing good for you, dude. I greatly appreciate that. And this guy here got my GHI lesser girl that I was originally going to hold back. It was hard to let her go, but he was really in it. He really, really wanted that snake. It's like, all right, dude. It's like, I got you. I got you. I'm glad she's doing good, dude. I agree. I'm really glad that you're here, and thanks for all the support. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Eric, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Rob, thank you for tuning in. Will, what's going on? Will, tonight, this is not the bird food channel. I'm not going to lie. If Danny was on here, there would be tons of bird food. Whether it would be snakes or crusties, there would be bird food out the wazoo. But tonight, I don't think there's going to be any bird food, dude. I am sorry on that. But what's the date for that? On October. Yeah, October. Oh my God, that hurt there. On December 23rd, it's a Friday. There will be plenty of bird food because we're going to have a breeders roundtable where we're going to have. Let's see, it's going to be Nathan from Infinite Possible Pythons. It's going to be Danny from DTMG. And Chris from BNS is going to be on there as well. We're going to have a round table. So Danny, I'm sure we'll have plenty of bird food that night for everybody. So don't miss that one. Let's see here. Who?
I
Aaron
saw the
Sports
comment
Factory, what's going
from.
on?
I saw the comment. Somebody said that I can only see a portion of it, but Confusion ODs look better than the OD acids. Yeah, that may be. I have not put OD into it so far. Just yellow belly pastel in both. So that'll be interesting to see.
I say that comment's probably way down the list. I'm like at the first quarter playing catch up with everybody. I'm not gonna lie. Tammy, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Mitzi, thanks for tuning in, girl. Good to see you. Everybody, make sure you do what she says. Hit that thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed as well, please. Krishan, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. T and Keisha, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. Garden State Pythons, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Wow, the chat is going off like crazy. Mark, what's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Let's see here. Hales, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Will says Ozzy and Marcus are besties, do a ton of swaps. Okay.
I was interested though, if Ozzy starts putting MJ Xanthics into the US and selling them, they're going to start moving. And then it becomes more of a mainstream because, I don't mind buying stuff out of Canada. It's just a pain in the neck. You never know how long you're going to have to wait. There's a little bit on the fees to import them and things of that nature, but they usually got to wait until they get enough to bulk send them in and whatnot. So it could be a couple months, whatever. So if Ozzy starts doing it in the again, that one, I don't even know if we bought that one when we were really seriously considering breeding or whatnot. We might have just bought it, so it's been a while, but I was happy to see Ozzy showed one. So hopefully he's going to do something with it.
See, I think Ozzy's working MJ and I think VPI, because didn't Ozzy produce like a Desert Ghost VPI this year? It was like a Desert Ghost VPI Bumblebee.
Yeah, he definitely does work VPI. I just know I'm almost positive I saw him with an MJ.
I'm pretty sure he does have MJ too.
I didn't see him produce anything with it yet, but I'm hoping he does. Well. Hoping he does.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I'm not down in any of the other ones, but the blacks on the MJ, they're very, very nice. Okay. Very nice. So I think they could hold their own to any other ones in the US if we got them more available in the US. So
I think there's so many different lines of it that I think that's where it kind of runs into it seems like VPI is king as far as availability.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I think the TSKs are better looking than the VPIs, but there's good and bad of all of them.
Right.
I mean, I can have a crappy TSK and I have I can't stand on my soapbox and preach that TSK is better than on that one. But what got me into it was the TSK examples of Xanthic as opposed to the VPI stuff. But there's good and bad of all of it. But I will say the MJ stuff, I don't think I've ever seen a bad looking MJ. I'm not going to lie. Ludko, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Royal Goofballs, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Creative Genetics, thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. Can I get caught up now? Did anybody else pop in here? Old Devil, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
Somebody shot a message out saying can't make a lightning pie without an MJ. That's technically true.
That is true, yes.
And that is true.
That is very true. Ken, thanks for the shout out today, dude. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. I might have actually called up all the people new into the chat. Ashley Nikita, thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Ashley Nikita, John, sorry. Apparently there was something goofed up. I thought that the message got out for our group chat about excuse me, our members only live stream last night. Me and technology, I guess the message didn't post properly for whatever reason in the community section. So I'm going to try to pull out, get 2 videos or 2 lives out this month for you. We'll hopefully we can get it done. We'll see, but definitely, we will make sure that we at least get at least our one out there. I did go through a little bit of a spiel. I was cleaning tubs and stuff, and then I decided, well, nobody was showing up. It's like maybe they had better things to do, so I gave a little 2 cents and then hopped off. But so it is what it is. We'll definitely try to get it figured out, and hopefully I can get it done right next time. Let's see here. They said that they picked up an acid pastel hypo female going to a hypo clown of some kind. Nice. Let's see here. 905 Royals, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Throw that back up there again, Phil, because I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, dude, for the support. Man, this chat, like, I thought I was catching up there. Sean, what's going on, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Wayne, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Brandon, what's going on? Brandon says VPI is the most commonly used Exantic. MJ looks great, but you're basically starting from scratch as far as stuff that's been done. That might not be a bad thing, though. That might not be a bad thing. Okay. Yeah, I thought I was actually going to text Jeff and Angie. I'm not going to lie. I was going to be like, hey, all of you, just get on. Give me somebody to talk to. But I also didn't know if you guys were like really like, I didn't want to be that person like going to me type of deal. So yeah, but I'm glad you guys had fun. That was a great live you guys did with Angie as well. Sorry I missed it. I was at a wedding. Actually, was at the wedding, rushed barely. We went out to eat, barely got home in time, and jumped on for the members only live. And then yeah, it is what it is though.
Jeremy, there were some questions about what type of cameras are we using to stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you saw something, go ahead and answer it, Ron.
Yeah, I mean, I just, in all honesty, I just use my camera that's on my my iMac computer. That's it. I don't know if you got anything special, but I'm just staring at my little laptop right here.
I'm just on a little Logitech webcam thing. So yeah, I'm on nothing fancy or anything like that. Straight Blast, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Here, Heads and Tails. Worried about getting a badass camera, but yeah, Heads and Tails. You don't need to really have a out of this. Like for my videos, I use just a normal camera on my iPhone.
Yeah, unless the video here stinks and you can't really see us or it's fuzzy or something. I mean, literally, I grabbed my laptop, I put it on a table here, and I turned it on. Didn't do anything else. So,
picture's good on my end. Yeah. Picture's really good on my end. Wait. Why in the world is it not clicking? There we go. I didn't steal the Tiny U thing. Ron was showing stuff off. I gotta put him up on the big screen when he's showing stuff off. You can't have him be on the little screen. Come on now.
Hey Jeremy, are you working Desert Ghost right now into your collection?
Yes, I am, sir.
So what do you have so far?
Right now, I've got. Let's see. If I'm looking off here at my rack, trying to remember what all's there. I've got a Bumblebee that I produced this year. That's Het DG growing up. Actually, it's got a male and a female Bumblebee Het DG growing up. I've got a pastel Het DG growing up. That's a female. Then last year I produced a pewter leopard that's Het DG, a pastel leopard that's Het DG. Those two are males. And then a cinnamon Het DG female and a normal Het DG female. and then everything, and I just have a single gene Desert Ghost visual male is who I'm putting to all this stuff to make the actual hats.
Yeah.
Now this year, fingers crossed, he got the job done because I put him to my pastel Exantic girl, and they locked up 2 or 3 times. He was locked up with her like 3 days there, a couple weeks before she ovulated. But she's going right now. She's going into a prelay shed, so I should have a double het Exantic DG clutch on the ground. Fingers crossed, everything's good to go because it should be like 8 eggs, I think, 8 or 9 eggs on the ground in January.
Yeah, I have a couple Desert Ghost females that are getting up to weight. If I get super lucky, it'll probably be next year. But if I get super lucky, I have this pastel Desert Ghost het clown. And what I would love to do, if you remember the red stripe, black pastel, yellow belly clown, het Desert Ghost, if they get up to size, love to put this down. Had a shot at getting a clown Desert Ghost, get some red stripe in there, pastel, and yellow belly. I think that would be cool. So I'm really,
oh my god, yeah.
The other one that we have.
This and you put that into like make a Pompeii with DG in it.
Ooh. Yeah, well, it won't be quite that extravagant, but this one right here has Orange Dream in it. They look very similar, but this one has orange. This is a pastel Orange Dream Desert Ghost. They're both sitting close to about 1,200 right now. So I'm thinking, putting a brand new female to a brand new male, who knows? But maybe I get some action with these guys this year. I would love it. So that would really help out. So
I'm digging both of them.
Yeah, they're cool. They're super cool. There you go, bud.
DG.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you got to go. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say DG is definitely one of those genes that it's gonna have to be in everything. I think anyway.
Yeah, it helps. It'll make it look nicer. But a lot of what I'm doing as we continue to move forward and buy stuff, I'm looking to try and get like, if I have like I have a Hurricane Orange Dream clown. Mm-hmm. So now if I can get a gene, a codom like Hurricane that has some good value to it, is pretty cool. It's got Stranger in the clutch, things like that. I don't mind so much making the heads, but what I want to move more towards as far as selling is try and get like a visual, at least a visual recessive with a het or two behind it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to work for. Now it might take years for me to get there, and you're never going to get there because other stuff is going to come along and it's going to change the path a little bit. But that's what I'm trying to do. Like the one picture of the snake I put to the breeders chat that we have here in PA, that one right there, they're all het clown because I ended up taking my I took the Hurricane Orange Dream clown and I just put it with a Firefly GHI red stripe. But as you saw that one picture, some cool stuff came out of that, and I can show you guys. I'll show you guys some of those. The 12 eggs came out of that. There's some funky stuff in there. I still don't know what it all is, So.
Ashley and Nikita want to know if you have DG in any dark genes.
No, the two that I just showed you are the only. Well, you know what? No, I don't. But nothing visual. The two visuals are the only ones. Here's a cool snake. You grab that. I have to get the name tag so I can read it to tell you what's in this one. This one right here is a female. Not going to probably get up to weight this year, but this is a pastel, super entry, Hurricane Vanilla double het clown Desert Ghost.
Oh wow,
this one's cool. I like this.
Yeah, one. That is nice.
So, yeah, the colors are even better, and this is going into shed.
Oh wow.
So
I say she's stunning looking going into shed. Holy crap.
She is bright. Yeah, this one's I don't know if you can see the eyes, but she's definitely going into shed. So the only other thing, and again, so there's the potential, not really so much dark because there's nothing really. Well, the hurricane in that one would be dark. So you could pull that out. Pull this one too.
The stranger.
Yeah.
All right.
Alex, Phil wants to know if your dad let you use snake proceeds to use on dirt bikes.
Yes, I do. Yes, we do. What the heck is this? I don't even know, Jeremy. I gotta be honest. I get so excited. I don't even know why the hell I pulled this one. Doesn't look like much on. The weird thing about on camera, if I go to the right on the picture, it goes to the left. So I got to remember that. But this year,
it's hard for me even to remember which way's which. I'm
hoping I want to grow this one up because it is gene packed. This is a pastel. It was a lot more when it was younger. A lot of the color faded away, and that's probably because of the coral glow in it. But this is a pastel coral glow spot nose stranger clown het moray, or moray is the same as monsoon. So so we'll see where this one takes us. But just super cool snake, So
Let me see if I can find a picture of
it. That is that's a powerhouse too, especially with having the het moray in there. Wow.
Yeah. So we can put some stuff back to her. So that's what I was saying before. It's like you always got. Yeah, next year it's going to be, but something else comes along and, you just keep going.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right, now let me ask you guys this. What made you guys decide to start breeding the snakes? Or what made you decide to take that plunge into, hey, we're going to go from being pet people to breeders?
I'd say Alex wanted to do it. What got me, I don't know how this is going to show up. But that's kind of what that last one looked like when it was little.
Oh.
So a lot of the pattern and stuff really came out. But yeah.
That's beautiful.
It was good. Alex wanted to breed. I was okay with it, but what I found interesting about it, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about the genes. I didn't know anything about anything. I have a full-time job. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for 30 years. I'm a national sales director for a pharmaceutical company. And a lot of what we do as far as it's not so much when doctors write prescriptions, we give them the drug, we sell equipment. So there's a lot of numbers and analytics involved. And when I saw the analytics behind the genes, the odds and stuff like that, it started interesting me. And I got into it and I started looking at all the snakes in a much different way. So we decided to do it. So we started out, we bought a couple ARS racks and then, we just slowly build up, till we took the basement and we're actually expanding the basement right now. If I went out that way, got an electrician coming in next Tuesday to start, putting everything out so we can just kind of like expand out and kind of double the size of the snake room. I think right now we only have about maybe 40 to 50 in the normal collection. We got about 120 snakes in the room right now with some of the hatchlings and things like that. But we're not huge. I tend to like, instead of buying, $2, $3, $4, $500 to $1,000 snakes, I'd rather buy a $7,000 to $10,000 snake. That's kind of just the way I operate over time, and I buy a lot fewer snakes. So,
which that's not a bit. There's nothing wrong with that at all by any means. I know it's a lot more beneficial because, in my opinion, because you're not spending all that money to feed 7 snakes as opposed to buying that one high dollar powerhouse.
The one challenging thing is, though, when you drop a $4,000 snake on Morph Market, they're like, okay, who are these two clowns? Why would I buy it from them? Because, you're relatively new, you're smaller, and it's so big, you know what I mean? But we're having a lot of fun doing it. We spend a lot of time down here on the weekends. Alexander takes care of everything during the week because I'm typically on the road. Usually leave Mondays, come back on Thursday. So I spend a lot of time in hotels. So, but now with technology, you can do the sales and stuff, it's right on the phone. So it's not that big of a deal. So no, but it's a lot of fun. Like I said, someday I would like to be doing it full time, like maybe when I retire from the pharmaceutical industry. That's my plan anyway. God willing, I live long enough, so.
So what's your time frame on that? Like, are we talking 10 years? Like, what are you thinking on that one?
If I could get out of, let's see, I'm 57. So if I could get out of the pharmaceutical industry at like maybe 63 or something like that, some 63, 65, somewhere in that range.
Okay. All right. So it's not too far off, Ron. You got this. You can do it.
No, I'd love to do it today, but
after being off like this whole week, I was off on vacation, and I looked at my wife today, and I'm sitting on the couch holding Hadley. We're watching The Grinch. I looked over at my wife. I said, I got to go to work tomorrow. It's like, the hell with this crap. It's like, I don't like this. Yeah. I enjoyed being at home, coming down here, working in the snake room for a little bit. Yeah, just got to enjoy myself for a change.
Yep. We spend a lot. We spend a boatload of time down here, and just, pictures and things like that, because we just got clutches. So we've been taking pictures. Just had a really cool pied clutch that popped out, that just shed. So we took some pictures there. We had a clown clutch that popped out. So I see Alexander's grabbing something. So we had a Orange Dream Gene-X pied to a Fire Yellow Belly Enchi pied that we put together. And I'm not exactly sure. At first, when I saw these in the eggs, I got two of these. I thought maybe they might have been like Orange Dream, Orange Dream Enchi Yellow Belly Fire, but you probably can't see it on camera, but the in here there's a lot of darkness, which that's what Gene-X has a tendency to pull in, a lot of the darkness. So I'm gonna have to get some advice on this one, but it might just be Orange Dream Enchi Gene-X. I don't know if Yellow Belly, a lot of times with the Yellow Belly, you see the little ridges that come down off the saddles. These are kind of smooth. I mean, you see some like right in here, but I don't know. It could be a Yellow Belly. I'm not sure. Anybody here, take a look at this. If you know what it is, you let me know. But got two of these. I'm going to hold the female back. I'll probably sell the male. And then we got another one that I think is a Fire Yellow Belly Orange Dream. No Enchi in it. So it's a little bit higher white. But man, the oranges, I think Alexander's grabbing it. The oranges, oh Jesus, they pop. So we were actually taking pictures of these guys today. They haven't even had their first meal yet. So, but just really good looking snake. I mean,
I see. Even for a high white, I like that. It's got the pattern showing through at the right spots for it.
Yeah. So
that's
we'll see.
Beautiful.
Yeah, good looking. But here, let me show you the adult. I'll show you what I mean with Gene-X. I don't know if anybody works with Gene-X. Let me see if I can find this. Of course, she's in shed a little bit too, but she's in shed. But you can see how in the saddle it gets very, very dark, and that's a lot from the Gene-X coming into it. So, but yeah. And she's in shed too.
Cool. She's got a little bit of a ghosty eye going on there.
Yep, that's because she's in shed. Yep, she's hypo. There you go. Yeah, and then the male that went back to that. Man, a lot of them are going into shed. That's
how I felt at the last Oaks show I've vended at.
This is
everything I took was in shed. It's like, God, this show's gonna be terrible. It ended up being a great show.
It's like everything going is in shed. I pull out the I want to show you guys that clutch from the Hurricane Orange Dream clown. The Hurricane Orange Dream clown is a cool snake, but he's locked up right now in a tub, so I'm not gonna. Let me double check. If he's not locked up anymore,
if he's working, you don't have to interrupt him, Ron, by any means. I mean,
he's done. Like this guy right here, I just think the golds. I mean, I just think he's really super cool. So this is Hurricane Orange Dream. I like the dots that come in, from the Hurricane, and you can get some funky stuff out of this guy, but I like him.
Which this clutch that you guys are about to see, there's some funky stuff in it. It's a crazy looking clutch.
Yeah, hold on just 1 second. Yeah, he was locked up yesterday through today. Now, so this came from the Hurricane Orange Dream Clown, the one I just showed you, and to this guy, right, girl. This is a Firefly GHI red stripe. So she laid the eggs. They haven't even, they hatched. They haven't even shed out yet. So I put the Hurricane. This she's big. She is heavy.
I love the black outline on her dorsal.
Yeah, that's what makes it funky, Jeremy, because I was starting to think some of the black outline that you're going to see on some of these snakes might have been the Hurricane coming through. Well, here we got GHI red stripe Firefly, and she's proven out to be that too. There's no mistake in that one. And but so that's why I don't know what some of these things are, because before I show you, get off my hand. No, get back in the tub. Going crazy, man. Before I go to that one, this is what she produced last year. I'm just going to show this one. This one probably got more likes on Instagram. This one went crazy on Instagram, but Alex, what is this one?
And she fired GHI red stripe yellow belly heck clown.
Did you hear that? And she red stripe GHI yellow belly heck clown fire. But the side of it, I mean,
that's what catches my eye is this. I mean, the black is, you got a very fine black outline, almost like you traced it with the Sharpie.
Yep.
But the graniting on the side definitely makes that one stand out.
Hey, what made me feel good about this one, I sent it pictures to Justin Kabilka and said, "What the hell is this?" And he got back to me, and I've sent a decent number of pictures to him over the years, but he got back to me and he said, "This thing is insanely awesome." So when somebody like Justin Kabilka is saying that, that was just kind of cool. I'm bragging a little bit there. I'm sorry, but that was just kind of cool. Hey, but
dude,
no, this is a female. We're definitely keeping this one just because she's cool. So
cool. I don't know if cool quite describes her, Ron. She's freaking nice. She's extremely astonishing.
Yeah, keep in mind, I'm older. I grew up when the word was cool. I don't even know what people say nowadays. But now I apologize. These are now, they're probably going to shed out soon. But this is the one that came from the, I mean, just look at, so you can see that kind of like marker line around it. It's the same thing that was in my red stripe GHI Firefly. But when you look at the side patterns on it, it's just different. It looks like suction cups, kind of,
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but this stupid camera. Maybe if I go like this, I don't know. This is hard to do, Jeremy.
It's not easy, and then you're trying to coordinate which way the snake's going.
And I'm trying to talk too. It's like chewing gum and walking at the same time. Oh, I got an escapee over here. Hold on. Here's another one. Again, they're so light right now because they're probably going to shed this week.
That one you have in what would be your right hand.
Yes, this one.
Yeah, that one. I now seeing the parents and everything, I can see like that black outline. It's got to be the GHI.
The one thing I look for, like you were saying, like that granite look, and I don't know if we can see it here. Right. Like where this finger is, there's that little striation there. That might be a little bit of the GHI because that's what it really pulls in. But there's this is a little bit darker. Again, and with the red stripe and all that, I don't know. It's just hard to say,
See, that's one thing. Like, let me see if I can get her out. Since you got a lot of red stripe, you can maybe tell me. So I know I hit Chris up. I threw this one up in the group chat too. She just ate the other day. Let me put me up here on the big screen real quick.
Yeah, no, I wanted to hit Chris. Chris actually.
Now this here, leopard spot nose, het clown, possible red stripe. Now, do you see red stripe in this one? Because I've never seen a Bruce Wayne that looked like this.
You know what? I don't know, because the pattern coming back off of the head does a little bit, but that would almost be similar, Jeremy, to this one right here. If this had red stripe in it, it kind of like you still got the striping coming down the back, but it breaks off and goes funky then. So
yeah,
I got 12 snakes crawling out of a tub here on me, Jeremy. All right. This one here definitely has to have GHI. That's a GHI side right there.
Yeah.
And my guess would be probably red stripe as well. And I think this might just be red stripe GHI, which, in all honesty, I think is just a fantastic combination. So,
well, with as thick as that dorsal stripe is on that one, I could see the red stripe on that.
Yeah, it would have been cool if we would have done this like last week, right when they came out, when I was posting that picture, because the difference in color, some of them are, the blacks are super black on some of them. So, but yeah. But yeah, this one's the funkiest one right here. That's my favorite. It's a female too. So
ooh, she's not going anywhere, I bet.
I'll be keeping that one. If Hurricane's in it, if Hurricane's not in this, then I'll probably sell it, because I need to have. I did this to get Hurricane and some het. I wanted to get some Hurricane with some het clown stuff. So most of these 12 I will probably sell. But yeah, they all just, they're all crazy. I got multiple jeans. This probably has some Orange Dream in it, this one, but I got no normals, no just a pastel, or no single jean codoms. They all got at least 2, if not 3, 4 codoms in. They're all het clown, which makes it even harder to figure it all out. But
yeah, it's not like it's an easy ID clutch.
No, it's not at all, especially when they're crawling all around. But yeah, I definitely got some. I would say this one probably has some GHI. I do like GHI. You know, here, I'm going to have Alexander put this back because they're going crazy. Because like I said, there's 12. But I do like GHI in different stuff. And I know like Justin with his Kraken project, if you guys ever saw that, you know, with GHI, it's got Wookiee in there, you name it. I'm a big fan of the Wookiee. Even just, can you grab me the Wookiee Black Pastel? Am I showing too much, Jeremy? I told you.
No, dude, you're good. You're good. I'm enjoying this. I'm pretty sure everybody else is enjoying it.
You let me go. I mean, just shut me down whenever you want to.
Hey, Ron, this is the great part about lives. Like I told you, just run with it, dude. Just run with it.
This here, I love this snake. This here is a yellow belly black pastel Wookiee, 100% het clown. This one I want to really start working in. I don't have anything except what I just produced there. I don't have any big enough yet to get the clown, Wookiee, and GHI all together. But eventually I'm going to start using him this year. He's big enough. He wasn't big enough last year, but this guy, he's just super. I just think that belly is kind of yellow belly.
Yeah, he's got a really unique color.
He's just belly killer. I'm thinking that the Wookiee with the black pastel works really, really well. You start popping GHI in there, it's even better. So I'm really looking forward to doing some stuff. I don't know, does anybody out there work with GHI?
I have GHI here. Now I don't have it into anything crazy at the moment, but I do have. I'm working GHI here. Before it gets lost, Phil, yes, we do need to have another breeder's dinner or breakfast or something. I think we still need to hit JD Maple up on like prime rib night, dude.
Yeah,
gotta try to do that.
Yep. Alex was actually asking when we're going to do that because he didn't get to come to your cookout. You know, he was riding dirt bike with his buddies, so we gotta meet up again.
I'm gonna be doing the cookout again next July.
Oh,
So
there you go.
It's good. From the feedback I got from everybody, it's gonna be an every year thing. It's gonna be a barbecue I'm gonna try to. I don't know the exact date for this coming one, but it'll still be right around 4th of July time. So we're still good. It's gonna be a yearly thing. So just
Alex,
keep your calendar free every year.
Not too far. We live outside of Westchester, Pennsylvania, and not too far from us, there's a what is it actually called? It's like a butcher shop, but it's nice. Dude, I'm gonna flip the bill, and I'm gonna bring some lamb chops up, and we're gonna throw them on the grill. These things are unbelievable. So
bring them on up, dude.
I will definitely do that. Definitely going to do that.
Florida Board. Hold on 1 second, Ron. Florida Board, thank you very much for the donation to the ultrasound fund, dude. I greatly appreciate it. We are closing in on that goal with everything. I ran some numbers as well for this, basically for how this year went so far, and between what YouTube's contributed plus the extra funds I've left over, ultrasound is probably going to be coming a lot sooner than what I was kind of expecting. So I'm really excited about that. But Florida Born, thank you. I greatly appreciate the support. Sorry about that, Ron.
No, that's okay. I see Nixon Reptile says chocolate and Blackhead, our favorite darker jeans. Yeah. They're good. I want to get a little bit more. I'm not that familiar with Blackhead. Alex, can you grab I don't have it marked over there. No, down there. The ones that you like, we did produce some Blackhead stuff, we think, this year. I don't know if I may have posted it. I can't remember at this point, but really cool. And you find it, Alex?
Yeah, well, I just took 2 with Blackhead. Which one did you take?
I want the one that's cool. All right, this one, right? What is this, Alexander?
It should be a Blackhead leopard. Yeah.
That's got to have leopard in it.
Yeah, we think Blackhead, leopard, Mojave, and it's got some tracking on the belly. It might even be yellow belly, but I mean, we thought this one was kind of cool. We had got 2 of them, and they're both males. Was looking for a female. I love the sides on this thing.
Yeah,
I love the eye stripe. How the eye stripe kind of like checks off, and it's not a full eye stripe. I just think that's cool, bringing the darkness in, to the head. But yeah, these things are nice.
That's beautiful, dude. I love what leopard does in so many combos. On it adds such a nice striping effect. I know some of it's depending which line of leopard, because there's 2 different lines of leopard.
Yeah, I'm going to. I have this on Morph Market. I was doing some checking. I think it's on Morph Market for $800. I told Nate if it doesn't sell, I'm going to basically give it to him. So he's going to sabotage my Morph Market account.
Yeah, Nathan's doing everything he can to block it somehow.
Yeah. But no, this one came out. It's just cool. But yeah, just back to and I think it was Nixon Reptiles. This did sell me really on the Blackhead. I have a Blackhead Mojave yellow belly that produced this, but this is cool. It's cool. We're into a lot of clown stuff. I mean, we produced a couple Batmans this year in one of our clutches and things like that. They're cool. Yeah, if you want to pull them out, Alex. I mean,
I love Batman stuff.
The industry's pretty much past just the basic Batman at this point, but we were able to produce. We produced 2. The nice thing about this, not this one, but the other one, it's got it. Actually, this one does too. Probably won't be able to pull it up on the camera, but they got good markers. So this is probably het pied as well. Okay. And the other one, I think, has got a really good marker on it. But yeah, so I mean, I can't remember if either of them are females, but if one's female, we'll keep it. But they got some markers on them, and I think probably this one for sure right here is probably het pied as well. This one, I'm not sure, possibly, but At worst case scenario, 50% hep pie, definitely clown. But yeah, I like these.
Very nice.
I've always been this was one of Alexander's favorite snakes that we sometimes because you got to think he's 18 now, so we're playing around doing this stuff. He's 15, he's 16, you know, and he goes, yeah, we got to make one of those, just like the Pompeii. Yep. So as being the dad, I was like, okay, we're gonna go make one, and then we go buy the stuff and find it and try and make it, just because it's a team. So it's all good. But really, really loved the
First, it was this one, right?
I don't remember. We'll figure it out later. I don't know what we'll figure out what bin they went in later. But no, it's all good stuff. So
I do. When it comes down to where you work with what you like. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you had a goal, you had something that you wanted to make, so make them, and if they all sell, whatever, awesome. If they don't, hey, I'm enjoying what's in the rack.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it.
I want to start working Cypress and Special into the collection, and I'm trying to get I don't want a bunch of other stuff in it. I just want Cypress, Special, Clown. If it's got Het DG, that's a bonus for me, but I really want to get Cypress and Special, but there's not a whole lot on Morph Market that don't have other things in it, like leopard or things like that. And I don't need leopard in it, but that's what I'm looking for.
Creative Genetics, thank you. I don't mean to interrupt, Ron, but
no, it's all right.
Genetics, thank you very much. Holy crap! Wow.
What are you trying to do with this? I thought when I first saw Phil do something, I thought he was joking around or messing. What is it?
They're called super chats or super stickers. They're like Phil and Creative here and Florida Born. What they did was called super chats, and YouTube takes a cut out of what they're donating. But essentially, I mean, Creative Genetics just donated $50 towards my ultrasound fund.
Oh.
I don't know the percentage that YouTube takes. I heard that it's like 50%, but still,
they take 50%, 50 or 15.
Something. I think it's 50. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't know the exact amount. I know YouTube's got to take their cut.
You should be put in jail for that type of a percentage, for God's sake.
They should be. I mean, and it might be 15. I don't know. I never really did the math, because like I can see how much the super chats are, but I don't see what YouTube takes out of it. Because it comes into like with me being monetized, there's a big gap as far as like I can see what I made per day. So I'll be able to pull this up, see what I made today total, and I can add up all the super chats, and then I kind of have to kind of debate, well, how much did my views that day make as opposed to the super chats and all that stuff. I should probably look a little bit more into what their YouTube's cut is. I know YouTube takes more than what they should probably take, but yeah,
I'll make you a deal, Jeremy. You resend me. I have it because you had the cookout. Resend me your address. I am going to send you a donation for your ultrasound machine. I'm just going to personally send it to you because that appalls me that they take so much money. If it was 5-10%, I could do it. If they're taking close to 50, that should be illegal. I mean, that's ridiculous. Well, you send me your address. I am going to make a donation directly to you for your ultrasound, for having me on the show, and I'm having a great time. So that's all good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate you having me on.
And now we're getting bots. Hold on here. I gotta moderators block the bots. Block the bots. All right. I think we got the bots blocked. All right. John from Inquiline says that Google's saying that it's 30%.
Well, that appalls me too. That's still
no matter. It's still a high percentage.
Yeah,
but Creative Genetics, I greatly that warms my heart. Thank you. I can't thank you enough on that one. And Ron, thank you as well.
Yeah.
Like everybody here I love you all. I really do. I enjoy doing all this. Ron, I enjoy having you on.
Everybody just send cash to Jeremy so you're not paying Google. You're giving Google money. I don't do that. I'm sorry. No, that's cool. Hey, one other question. As far as I was watching some of the chats on the PA group, and somebody was saying about Sunset, and they really didn't like the Sunset Clown.
Oh,
what are other and that's a fine. I don't have a Sunset Clown. I have Sunset. And I'm working Sunset I got a male Sunset, and then I got I think it's a leopard Mojave yellow belly het Sunset. I'll show them to you in a minute. But what are thoughts on Sunset in general?
My opinion, I like Sunset in the right combos. Enchi Sentiment Sunsets I like because Brian Cusco works with them. And like they really catch my eye. Here, Phil just took the words right out of my mouth. Sunset Lavender Albino just glows. That is by far probably my favorite Sunset combo. And then it would be the Sunset Ultramel, which I'm not the biggest Ultramel fan, but Sunset and Ultramel complement each other really, really well.
I am so glad, Phil. I'm gonna move my camera because I can't pull this out. Well, give me a second here. I'm glad Phil said that. Now they're probably not locked. What do we got here? Can you guys? Let me see if I can get it there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is my male Sunset with my female Dreamsicle.
So nice. So,
if they haven't locked yet, it's only the second time I put them together. They haven't locked yet, but that's what I was thinking about doing, starting out with. I wasn't going to go to Clown, but once this is a male Sunset, but in this male,
that's a female.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the female Sunset. The male that is in that I just showed you, that's in with the Dreamsicle, might have sugar or something else in it. I'm not sure yet because it definitely has a much different pattern than the female. This female is getting up close to 1,200, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but maybe we put a yellow belly dreams. Now I showed you the yellow belly Dreamsicle that I had that I thought was a female. The one that I really think is cool for the person who asked about some darker jeans.
Oh, that'd be Ashley and Nikita. Yeah. Seems like everybody some people like it. Some people think it's a brown looking snake. Kai says Sunset needs NET positive albino thrown into it.
This here is a leopard Mojave yellow belly het Sunset female. So when she gets up to speed, I can put the male in with her as well. And then, we might be able to get some Sunset with leopard Mojave and yellow belly in it. So it's not going to, lighten it up or anything like that. Keep it dark for the darker side. So, all three of these I picked up a couple years ago at the Tinley show. Alexander and I, it's kind of like a father-son thing. We always go out to Tinley every March, every October. Great time. If you
want to hit Tinley, I would love to go. Originally, I was going to go this spring. We've got a baby due in February, so the baby completely threw the screws to that plan. But maybe the October one.
Yeah,
I'd like to get out to Tinley this year. I'll put it that way.
It's definitely worth it if you're thinking about it, and we're just like, well, maybe not. I don't know. I think it's unbelievable. It's like the stuff you see, the ideas you get. The people you get to talk to and ask why they do things. I mean, you're not going to, that's where they all are. That's where the top guys are. So it's a good time. It's a good time. And they have nighttime activities and things like that. It's not that expensive. You get in for $15. What I will say, if you can cough up 50, cough up to $50 instead of the 15. Otherwise, you're going to be standing in a line for about an hour or two. 50, for $50, you get to walk right in, and you get in there about 2 hours prior to the public coming in. So you can cruise around and pretty much see everything in that 2 hours. And then you go back for a second, third, fourth time when it gets crowded. Because sometimes it gets, now that we're moving further and further away from, COVID, it gets crowded again. There, before COVID, we would go there. There were sometimes you start getting around noontime, 1 o'clock, you couldn't even move. You couldn't even walk up and down an aisle. It was unbelievable. But yeah, you got some good stuff there. You start thinking, it's like, man, I'm 5 years away from the stuff that some of these people have. But you know what? You save up your pennies. You can pick up some good stuff there for the collection too. So,
yeah. I bet.
Straight,
Jeffy,
straight.
just so you know, brother, this whole go back and start from the beginning, dude, because this whole lie's been nothing but showing off Ron's collection. So the whole thing snakes. So just once the live ends, just go back and restart, dude. You will not be disappointed, brother. I agree. I guarantee you on that one. Let's see here. Ron, if that's okay to showcase some bangers. He's been showing off bangers at Jaffe, trust me. Wayne says Monsoon Sunset.
Yeah.
That would be nice looking.
Yeah. I
like Monsoon, but then you've got the Moray, so you know you've already got the ingredients to start working with some of that stuff.
Like I said, Jeremy, maybe next year, it's always next year. They got to get a little bit bigger, but yeah, no, it's fun. I pull out my the urban camo I have is just freaking beautiful. But
pull it out. I love urban camo stuff. Oh my goodness, that's one of the whole reasons I bought my my gray matter off of John and Christina Triforce was because urban camos are so stinking expensive, and it got me the look I wanted right off the start for a little bit better price. But yeah, I love urban camos and the gray matter stuff. Oh man, that is freaking awesome.
She's nice and heavy.
Now, is that male or female?
This is a female.
Okay.
The whites though, contrasting with the dark. I mean, I think it's better now. She looks better now than when we bought her. She just improves and improves.
Okay.
It's a good-looking snake.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Gray or urban camos are cinnamon sandblast het pied. Correct.
This one right here, they don't have to be het pied. This one here is a super cinnamon, super pastel, sandblast. This one is 100% het pied as well, though, but they don't have to be 100% het pied.
Okay. See, I thought the het pied had to be in there to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this one came to me. I had this one genetically tested. And it is het pied. I did not buy it as a het pied. Okay. I bought it like as a 50% het pied. So that came that way when I bought it. Okay. And I just had it genetically tested, which is kind of nice. I've done some, I don't know how much genetic testing you've done, if any, but I've done it like, I don't know, maybe about eight to 10 times so far, I haven't really hit the odds that well with it. I think I came back with like 3 positives and 7 negatives. The negatives kind of like a bummer because that the orange dream G-Nex pied that I showed earlier, I bought it 50% het clown. I just found out late last week that it's not het clown. It's like, damn, that would have been so nice to have that thing be het clown with the pied in it and the G-Nex and all that. But what are you going to do?
The only thing I've sent out so far, I bought an Enchi asphalt / yellow belly from Nathan, and we're all leaning that it's asphalt. Now, as everybody knows, it's hard to tell between the two, but this one, I mean, it doesn't look like what you would say a normal yellow belly looks like. It's darker. The flames are a bit different colored. So we're all leaning that it's asphalt. So I've got the shed out waiting for that. I thought after that email they sent out, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
They had said something about, they'd be caught up by like a week after Thanksgiving or something like that. I still haven't heard anything.
You said you got it from Nate? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came
Alex
from
and
Nate.
I were at Nate's place several weeks back, maybe a couple months ago. I can't keep track of time, but he's got a good collection. We enjoyed ourselves.
He does.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. There was a question about what's my favorite project.
Yeah, Jeffy wants to know.
That's, it's tough because they're all right now, as you've seen, I have clown, lavender, albino, pied. I got a lot of that stuff. I really want to start working into the desert ghost and the sunset, but I want to pull the desert ghost and the sunset more into the pied, the lavender, albino, and clown. So, and like I said before, it's not really just one specific recessive. I'm bigger into the recessives. There's not really, like I said, I want to get into special and cypress. That's a codom. I'm just not going to work cypress and special. I'm going to work those codoms with the recessives. So my projects are really more geared around the recessives. And I think I want to start, working what I already have into like the desert ghosts for sure. That's what we're most excited about. But if I had to pick a couple codom genes that I'm really excited about, it's not a new one, but I think black pastel, and I think Phil shot out a message earlier. Black pastel does a lot for different things in the clown spectrum. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far with the hurricane. I want to keep that going as well. So just as far as codoms, it's tough to pick out a favorite one though, because you pick out a favorite one and then, something comes out. And when you're working lavender, albino, and you're working clown, they're so on opposite ends of the spectrum. I like them both because now I can promise you this one's in shed. This one's not. They're not locked up. They're in the same tub right now, but this is a leopard, yellow belly pied, double het clown, lavender, albino. And what I'm trying to make this year, if you're familiar with the Starburst, which is a leopard, enchi, lavender. Al, can you take that? Just put them back in his tub because they're not locking anyway.
Oh, put them back.
Yeah. Or you can put them in this tub if you want. This is a cool snake, unfortunately in shed. This one right here is just an enchi lavender albino. So yeah, I get real excited when I'm working a enchi lavender albino project with that one I just showed you, because I really want to make the Starburst. So I'm pushing towards that project. What I have found though with lavender, I'm starting to come to grips with outside, and if anybody has any different views, let me know, but outside of yellow belly or enchi in lavender, I don't see it doing anything super dramatic. I got a spot nose lavender albino het clown. It's cool, but outside of dumping enchi into lavender, that enchi into lavender is awesome. Enchi. Okay. So when I'm working my lavender projects now, get back in there. What I'm trying to do is put enchi in it as well, and then see what you can do, because enchi brings a lot to it on itself. That thing right there was dull. That thing is the orangest snake I've ever seen, and it's an adult. It just holds the color. It's good. And can you grab the spot nose one? Because I'll show you. Because when you start putting in like your spot nose and just other single genes on lavender, it lightens it up a little bit. You get a little stuff, but that doesn't look much different than your basic, lavender. And that's got spot nose in it, so, but this is het clown, so I can get some mileage out of it from that standpoint, because I do want to start making some lavender clowns. So I think that's good, and the holy grail, as Phil, I think, popped up here.
Phil loves his holy grail stuff.
So, but no, these I still like the lavender stuff, so
I'm almost thinking I gotta come to your place, Ron, and do a facility tour.
Anybody can come. I don't have a problem with that. I
think we'll have to figure something out here for that one, because I think you did that. You got an amazing collection to photograph there. John says he's getting a 1.0 leopard yellow belly lavender het pied from Canova. Nice, John. Nice pickup.
That's going to be sweet.
I don't know if you saw it, but Phil said, "Man, Ron's going to beat me to it."
You know what kills me though? Here we go. I'm starting to feel the value on this snake is like $25, because it's possibly a het clown.
Yeah.
But what is this? A Firefly? What?
Firefly, Orange Dream,
Yellow Belly. I wanted to make some freeways, and we did, and we sold it. We had an Orange Dream freeway. I was going to keep it, and so I had it tested. So it was het clown. So I had an Orange Dream freeway het clown, and it was a female too. Now I'm kicking myself that we didn't keep it, but Alexander and I say, well, let's just put it on Morph Market at some crazy high price, and if somebody buys it, fine. If they don't, then we get our way. Damn if somebody didn't buy it. So this one comes out of that clutch. It's a beautiful snake, but nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. I'd sell it to anybody right now for $50 if I didn't have to pay for shipping, because we're getting screwed on shipping nowadays. You know what I mean? But yeah,
so what's this one again?
What did you say this was?
It's a Firefly, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, or Asphalt 50% het clown.
And it's a male.
It is. Yeah, it's a male.
Yeah,
it's a male.
Yep.
That thing's stunning looking. That's clean.
Oh, it's beautiful. It almost looks like
it almost looks like it's got like DG or something in there to clean it up.
Desert Ghost. Desert Ghost is right here. This one's right here. Look at it. I mean,
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's why I asked. Like, wait, what's in this again? Because I'm there looking at it, like, that sucker's clean.
I know. It's beautiful. Can't give it away, Jeremy.
Well,
I got it on Morph Market for like $100. There's a guy I know over in Delaware. I think it was this weekend. I took this one. I got another one that's not as clean as this, and then I got what's that other one?
The Orange Dream.
No. Give me a second.
That's this one. Oh, the last one.
Yeah. And then I got a lesser mahogany here, which is 100% het pied, 50% het lavender albino. I took this one, and one that's like this, but just Orange Dream. It's a little darker in color. I think I offered it up to a dude that I could drop it up for like $200 for all three, and I'll deliver them to you. I'll come to you.
905 says they'll take it.
So, hey, I got these two. Anybody's interested and you're close by, I got these two and another one. Give me the other one. And that'll be my only pitch for selling anything tonight, Jeremy. Anybody else can go look at Morph Market. But yeah, I got these three snakes. I've probably already put more food in them than I'm going to. And here's the other one. This is, what's this, Alexander? Orange Dream?
Yeah, it's an Orange Dream, Yellow Belly.
This is Orange Dream, and then it's either Yellow Belly or Asphalt, 50% het clown. I would give these three away for $50 or best offer. Woo, you got a little dress.
A little feisty.
Yeah. Well, at least it didn't get me. But right, be careful. He's a little pissed. He's pissed.
I still love that.
But this one right here, you are right, Jeremy. I look at this thing and I'm saying this thing's got Desert Ghost in it, but it doesn't. I'm telling you, it doesn't. But look at that. It is clean.
If that does not move, Ron, if 905 doesn't take it, or if somebody on here does not take it, let me know. Let me ponder what I could do with it once to see if I can. To see if I can, if I could justify squeezing, getting it from you, because that thing's stunning looking. It looks DG.
Yeah,
it's clean.
Yeah, I know, but
so 905, you better hit him up, or it might come here. You hit Ron up. All of Ron's information is in the description down below. We got into talking here, and I forgot, Chris. I greatly apologize, Chris. We need to thank the sponsor of this week's episode.
And this episode is sponsored by B&S Reptilia. B&S Reptilia, folks, let me tell you, is a one-stop shop for basically whatever you may need. If you're looking for ball pythons, Chris has it. He's working in so many different projects, and he's got amazing quality animals. He's also got blood pythons, gorgeous, gorgeous blood pythons. He's also working with different types of colubers, like Mexican black king snakes, bull snakes, pine snakes even. He's working a couple different boa projects, Australian species even, like Woma pythons and scrub pythons. He's got it all, folks. B&S Reptilia is one place you want to go to if you need a snake. And on top of it, he also supplies Eastern PA with different types of rodents like rats, ASFs. He's got it all. If you need cocoa, he is Pennsylvania's distributor of Cocoa to Go and the Chipper. So definitely do not miss out on what I consider by far the best cocoa substrate on the market. Chris sells it. Go to him. He is our distributor. And make sure you tell him Jeremy sent you from Morphles Morphs, because you might just get a little bit of a surprise if you tell him that. Thank you, Chris, for sponsoring this episode. I greatly appreciate it, brother.
Chris, thank you for sponsoring this week's episode. And I'm sorry I waited so long, but there's like 38 people watching, so you might want to thank me now. I don't know. Maybe it was better off holding off till this point, but Chris, thank you very much, brother, for sponsoring this week's episode. I got to throw away. Nathan popped in here. He actually started off with, "What's up, you sexy bastard?"
Nate, we were talking about you earlier, man. I was talking about,
burning. That's what made him get on.
Place, having a good time.
See, now Nathan's going to start selling snakes off real quick here soon too, because he's getting into the crested geckos and the I can't even say it right. The chahuas or some other really cool looking little gecko thing. I think it's called a chalua, something. I don't know. I can't say it right, but they are kind of neat. But Nate's starting to, I think Nate's going to get out of ball pythons. Him and Danny are going to do crested geckos now for the rest of their life. So we get, Ron, you and I, we got to wait for for Nathan to start offloading some of that stuff he's got hidden at his place.
Jeremy, this is a good weight loss program too, because I've been sitting in my snake room now that is 81 degrees and roughly 70% humidity now for an hour and a half. I'm starting to sweat.
Nate says, "Oh, geez, not selling off snakes." Come on, Nate. Come on. You want to start. You want to give up breeding ball pythons. You just want to do geckos for now on.
So Nate wasn't on when I told him if I didn't sell that snake, I was basically going to give it to him.
Ah.
Yeah, let me grab it. I lost my partner. He said he was too hot.
Mint Boa said $50 sold, they'll take it. And then 905 says if Mint Boas can pick it up tonight, they won the battle. I will get him next time.
Nate, this is the one I put it on Morph Market. I did have one guy wanted to buy it. Then he went back on and he looked at a mahogany pied and he switched. He didn't buy this. So this still on Morph Market, Nate. If it doesn't sell through the winter, I may just have to basically give it to you next year sometime. And this one's got a very nice pied marker. So it's probably, this one might be, give me a second. This one might be double. This is probably double het clown pied to male. To male though. Otherwise I'd be keeping it. So and in all seriousness, so those other three snakes I did show. If my information is on here, I mean, if somebody wants to contact me and they're relatively local, and I'm not gonna, I don't want to pay $100 some to, ship them. But if they're local and we could drop them off, I can work with you on the price for 1, 2, or all 3. I don't care.
Nate says, "Oh my God, I need to just buy it."
I don't have a problem. If you'd be willing from the Allentown area, maybe meet me halfway. Come. I grew up in Souderton, Pennsylvania, so that's about halfway between Allentown and where I live now, down in Westchester. So we each come about 45 minutes to an hour. Meet somewhere. Go back to my old stomping grounds.
There you go. Everybody, you guys better jump on some of those snakes, or you're gonna miss out. Phil's right. Yeah, Phil's agreeing with you. Shipping is nuts right now, and it is.
It's crazy. It's
I was
absolutely
really
crazy.
glad when I moved at a show instead of me having to ship the stuff off.
Yeah, before it got too cold, just a couple weeks ago, I shipped 2 snakes down to Texas. They were a little bit bigger. They were from this season, but they were a little bit bigger. I think I paid over $100 in FedEx. I use Ship Your Reptiles, so I get the standard basic discount. I don't know if there's a better way to go. I think it's like $102 to ship from Philadelphia to Texas. It's ridiculous. It was just a little under $100 in the 90s to ship. I shipped 2 others not too long ago, before it got too cold, down to Florida, and it was like in the 90s. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, the shipping, like, I don't know. I hope that, like, I guess you've got FedEx, you've got you got Ship Your Reptiles. I mean, you've got a couple places. You got that Red Line shipping now too. But I think everything still all goes through FedEx though. It's just a matter. I don't know who's doing the better rates, but I mean,
because I haven't done any of the local shows. I haven't done any of the local shows yet. I don't know actually how to do it because I never did it. I don't have the supplies. I should probably start maybe going to some of the. I know you guys go to Oaks a lot. Maybe I don't know if you go to Hamburg or not, but you go to Oaks. Oaks is relatively close to me. But I want maybe down the road we'll do some shows. I gotta buy some cases and stuff and things of that nature. I gotta hit Nate up for some promo materials because I don't have tablecloths. I don't have the backdrops. I don't have any of that stuff. So
I said I don't have the backdrop yet. The backdrop's a little pricey, but I do want to get one. I'm thinking I don't know. Maybe I can justify it this coming year. I'll wait to do that till after I've got the LLC in place. So it'll probably come next year.
But you guys, Jeremy, have you vended at the Gettysburg show, or do you just go out to the Gettysburg show?
No, I vended at the last Gettysburg show, and then I vended at the last Oaks show here, 2 weeks ago, I guess it was?
Yeah, you said you did well, too. That's good.
Yeah, I did very, very good at Oaks.
That Gettysburg show always seems to overlap with Tinley, though. Irritates me. I guess
the one show it did overlap with Tinley.
This past October, I wanted to go because I was watching you guys and reading your stuff, and I saw that I was going to Tinley, so it overlaps. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Gettysburg. They have. I have the dates. And one of some of the other videos that they were sponsoring. I forget them off the top of my head. But
I got to start looking into it. I got to buy a couple cases and things like that, even if I come out with 20 snakes or whatever. So
it's definitely it's an experience. Like I didn't expect it. It's hard work. I think I was more tired from a day of vending.
Yeah.
Just from all the hustle and bustle, the excitement, the standing all day. I feel like I'm more tired from that than I am from my 9 to 5, or I guess my 5 to 5. But it's a lot more enjoyable. I absolutely loved it.
No, because you remember in the beginning I said I was in the pharmaceutical industry, and sometimes we'll go to trade shows and things like that, and you got to stand behind the booth. You're there from sometimes 9 to 5, and it gets long. But I got to admit, I would like standing behind talking about snakes more than I would the medical device and all that stuff. It gets old after a while. You got I am a t-shirt and shorts type of guy all year round. I'm not so much a suit and tie type of guy. That's just kind of where my career path started me 30 years ago. And I was able to do it, but that's not really me. So I like doing this right here. This is good.
Yeah, no, this is what I like. I want to be doing this full time. I told my boss 8 years. I was like, in 8 years, I'm done. I want to be doing the snakes, doing YouTube, and that's it full time in 8 years. I want to enjoy, my second half of my life. I want to be able to sit down and enjoy myself.
No,
Nate says, Ron, we will get you set up.
Phil says, come and yeah, if I could be next to you guys so I get some tips, I'll show up. I'll forget something. I won't have enough extension cords, but I got to get lights. I got to get that. I don't even know what to buy yet. I got to start looking into it though, because I think it'd be a good time.
Nate sent me the light that he uses, and it's great. As far as like your displays, the ARS stuff is nice. I mean, I think Nate and Danny got next level displays. Those are really nice. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, those things are really, really nice.
Are the shows pretty much over though now through the winter?
I think there's another one in February at Oaks coming up, something like that. Nate, Danny, who one of you guys, or John and Christine might know too. When's the next Oaks show? I know there's one coming. There's one in Oaks in the wintertime. There's one coming up in Scranton too, I think. In January 14th, Nathan says. Okay.
Is that new? Scranton is new?
There's one coming up new in Scranton, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's because they had given me an invite to it, but with everything that I sold, I had like 3 snakes to sell. So I can't justify spending, what was it, $80 for table rent for 3 snakes. So needless to say, I'm out of doing shows until Gettysburg in the spring.
Yeah, I think I got like 40 or 50 hatchlings right now.
Yeah, you would do Gettysburg, Oaks would be good shows for you to be able to move stuff like that. Like, I have no doubt you would move stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a lot more. I enjoy it a lot just because you get that interaction. You get to, have one-on-one talks with everybody. It's a lot more enjoyable than just selling something online or having to send messages, stuff like that. Every once in a while, you can have Alex watch the table. You go and bother Nate and Danny and John and Christine and all them, all that good stuff. I know Dom likes going and harassing Danny every once in a while during the shows. And this last show at Oaks, we had somehow we all got pizza ordered, but somehow poor Nathan got screwed out of his pizza. And I guess he was supposed to get a whole pizza while Dom only took over a piece of pizza. It was a big train wreck, but it was fun. But yeah, shows are just a blast, especially like I was vending next to Chris. So Chris and I were having a good time at Gettysburg. I'm beside Danny. So that's a hoot there. It's just good times. Eric, I'm actually like between Eric from Drop Time and Danny. So it's just a good time. We're all basically in the same area at Gettysburg. I think Phil's the only one that's kind of away from the rest of us. Right. But vending's fun. Like, you'll get hooked on it like real quick. You'll want to vend as many shows as you can after you get that first one under your belt.
Yeah, I got to get this stuff. I'm definitely going to look into it because Alexander wants to do it, and I've been just kind of shying away from it for a while. But now we got more hatchlings to take. I didn't want to show up like you were saying with 5 snakes. I mean, somebody might have bought them, but 5 snakes. I want to at least have something there. So, but I got to get the stuff. So anyway,
no, dude, I guarantee you will have a blast doing it. Like after doing Gettysburg, it's like, I'm sold on it. I want to, I was actually let down, and I say this in a good way, folks. I was let down because I was sad that I couldn't do the next Oaks show because I sold too much. I mean, it's screwed up, but it's true. So yeah, it just is, it's just fun going out and hanging out with everybody, getting to talk snakes for a whole day.
Yeah. No.
It's really neat too with doing the YouTube stuff because you have people coming up that watch the channel all the time and then they talk to you. Like, you get to see like how you impact other people just from doing something simple like this. It's a really neat and humbling experience, I guess is the way to put it. It's just really cool to say the least.
Well, hopefully I didn't set you back at all tonight with my babbling on and stuff like that, but I really enjoyed it, you know.
Oh, dude, we're good. And all right, I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron. I've been trying to take this down to only 2 hours now. We did 2 questions, so you're gonna have to come back on again.
You get me
hopefully
going.
You're okay,
You're
hopefully you're okay
up.
with this.
I don't stop. Sorry about that.
But no, like, or you got to come back on again, dude, because there's no way I can do this list in 15 minutes. So you've got to come back on, bro.
You have more questions? There's more questions?
Oh,
holy cow! I'll come back. I'll come back whenever you want me to come back.
Well, I'm thinking we'll do it in January, because next live, Nate, you do need to go back. You're going to see an awful lot of eye candy. Next week's live, folks, is going to be Saturday. I know it's going to screw everybody up again, and I know it's going to run into, Angie's live stream that she does, which, sister, I greatly apologize, because Angie is here with us, and so is Jeff and possibly Juicy G. I don't know if Juicy G's hanging out with Jeff at the moment or not, but it kind of runs a little bit into theirs because Angie does hers on Sunday as well. Everybody, I will tell you this much right now. Do not skip Angie's live to watch me solo next week. Only reason I'm saying that is because it's going to be, I'm just going to kind of go over a whole bunch of stuff as to what's going on here. And the reason being it's getting switched to Saturday next week is because I'm at Comic-Con on Sunday. So I can't be at Pittsburgh and rush home. Like, that just doesn't work. It's too close of a call for me to do my normal live on Sunday, even though the past 2 times I've made it. But the lineup at this next at the Comic-Con next week, I don't know if I'll be able to make it back in time. So I'm going to do it Saturday. It's going to be a solo one. Like I said, it's going to be, just going over some stuff going on here, just shooting the shit with everybody, basically. But so don't skip Jeff and Angie's show just to come watch me jib jab a little bit. If you want to flip flop between them, awesome. I appreciate it. But like, I know I'm kind of cutting into Angie's live stream their time. So Angie, sister, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. But then I'm also figuring out who to have on the 18th of December. I know I promised a lot of you guys I was going to try to get an awesome, like a huge high up person in the industry. Dave Kaufman's busy. That's who I was trying to get. I don't know if I remember telling you guys who I was trying to get. Let me put us equal size here. This is freaking me out a little bit. Dave Kaufman, I was trying to get. He can't do December. He might be on beginning of next year, though. So he did say, he made it sound like he was all cool with coming on at some point. Just December wasn't going to work. I tried Ozzy. Ozzy can't do it. And then I tried Bob Vu, which Bob Vu said it might work, but January is a better thing. So Bob Vu, I'm going to have on here sometime in January if everything works out with scheduling. He seemed to think like the second week of January or something like that. So we will be having Bob Vu on at some point. So I'm still figuring out what to do on the 18th. So maybe that's another thing too, Ron. Maybe have you come on the 18th and we can finish up the questions, and that way it's not too far of a gap.
Whatever you want, man.
Well, we'll figure it out. I'll talk to you about it anyway. But yeah. So, and everybody also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any picks of the week this week, so I do apologize on that. We can hit a couple of these questions though before we hit our time limit, though, Ron.
Go ahead.
So, how big is your collection size?
Right now, it's between 40 and 50, just the general collection. And right now, I probably have almost 60 hatchlings.
Okay. Now, how many clutches did you have this year?
14.
Nice. And how many years into it are you?
This is only we're going into our 4th breeding season.
Okay. See, that's really good. Juicy G. Hi, Juicy. If you want to have a good laugh, Ron, you need to go to Celtic Balls' YouTube channel and check out the last live they did with their mystery guest. Yeah, that is a live stream you will not forget the rest of your life. Good to see you, Juicy. Good to see you. Phil, yeah, 14 is a good amount.
I'm depending on because the market is slowed a little bit. If the market wouldn't have slowed, I probably would have paired up about 24 for this season. I might scale that back. You figure they're not all going to breed. 70% maybe produce eggs so far, maybe a little bit more than that. So it does scale down a little bit because I think I paired 17 last year. We got eggs from 14. So we had a decent,
pretty good odds, though.
We had a decent amount of eggs. A lot of the things are late because it'll be just like I was saying with the 2 desert ghosts I showed you. If those girls are ready this year, it's going to be late in the season. Like that's why I still have eggs in my incubator, and you saw the 12 that didn't even shed yet because and then once they are late, well, they're going to go the same time next year. So, but I always try and get them in, and we've had some success getting them in late versus waiting till the next year. But then you're kind of stuck here in the Northeast with producing a lot of snakes and having to hold them through the winter unless you can drop them or go to shows. That's why I was starting to think about shows because we're starting to produce a lot that I'm going to have to feed through the winter. So, but no, I get enough. I get enough on paper. I got like enough for 24 pairings this year. I just don't know if I'm going to take a look at what moves my collection more forward. Like I'll take like a banana pie that I have and I'll produce some bananas because they always sell immediately and they're easy to sell. I don't know if I'll do something like that this year. I might just hold back on that and just do try and get more working towards the double recessives and things of that nature.
Okay. Wayne says gonna be cutting into Santa's budget this year if you vend for sure. PCF says awesome show, guys. Ron, you have a beautiful collection. Thank you, PCF.
Thank you.
Creatives, why don't you bring Angie on at the end of her show and start of yours? Oh, okay. I see what. But see, I don't want to cut into Angie's thing though. Like that's a good idea, but could have Angie and Jeff and maybe Juicy G could make a guest appearance or something like that. We can have a shenanigans of a show. I'll have to figure out what I'll see if I can't work some mojo for next live. Rob's voice sounds like Chris Collinsworth from ABC football.
Hey, just not that I'm offended at all. I could really you guys would have a hard time offending me. But my name, and I don't know if it's the keyboard or not, because the B and the N are probably very close on a keyboard. My name is Ron, R-O-N.
Yeah, Ron.
So I will answer to Rob if you call me Rob. I really don't give a shit. But if you want to get it right, it's R-O-N. But it doesn't really matter. But just if you care.
All right, guys. That's because I did it to you the other night, Ron, when I was texting you. It said Rob, and then I looked at it, and I was like, "Wait a second!" It's like, no, I hit the end.
Hey, I've got it my whole life. It really doesn't matter. So
All right, but yeah, Jeff, Angie, I'll get with you guys. We'll see we'll figure something out. Because, like I said, I mean, it's gonna be. I'd hate to do a solo show just, like I can't talk for 2 hours straight like that. But I was just glad Juicy didn't show up in person last night. Oh goodness, yes. Um, Phil said same Nate and Ron, just forward pairings this season. See, I've got my forward pairings, but then I'm only looking at doing like 10, 11 pairings anyway. So that's not a whole lot of clutches. Like you said, you figure what 70% of them are going to go. So, we'll see. I'm still coming in more clutches than I've had the past 2 years, but more than likely, it's not going to be all of the clutches going. But I do need to have those. What's the word I want to use? I can't think of the sustainability clutches. I like doing, like my banana clutch. I always enjoy that banana clutch. It was sad she didn't go this season. But she's locking up this year with my GHI Mojave male again because everybody loved that clutch from our first season. I don't know if you saw it, Ron, the female from that I held back. Watch me get tugged. But you probably remember seeing her from the barbecue.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Like, I want to make more of her, but I actually have them for sale. So many people tried to get this girl from me, and it's like, no, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Right.
And she's actually getting a couple more black specks on her too, but she still doesn't have a full black scale yet.
Yeah, I'm just worried because every year I put my banana pie to something, and they always sell immediately. I'm just worried with the market that it's not going to sell. And if I'm going to do a pairing this year, I want it to be more something that's going to add to the collection or I can use down the road or hopefully get a few holdbacks out of and then attempt to sell the rest. I'm probably not going to be putting the collection, the pairings together this year that would just be 100% to sell all of them, no matter what comes out, male, female, you name it. I know I'm selling all of them. I'm probably not going to do that this year. I don't want to be sitting on, 100 snakes.
You start doing shows though with what you got working there, Ron. You might be sitting back going, "Damn, I wish I would have done that."
No, I'm not slowing down totally, but I'm like I said, I'm slowing down on the things that don't move the collection forward. That's all.
But that's being smart though. Like you are being smart on that one. I'm not. There's no denying that. I know there's a lot of people taking the same approach. They're just kind of waiting to see. It's like, all right, this year is just going to be more of a building year. If it's not going to progress anything, we're just going to kind of, have a couple sustainability clutches, but the rest of it's just going to be, stuff for you solely, basically.
Because I don't think I don't think ball pythons are going away. Every business is cyclical. I've been around long enough to know that. It's not going anywhere. It might just be slow for a little while. Yep. Don't stop breeding altogether because you'll be that much better when it does pick up. Times might be a little harder. Maybe you can't buy the extra rack or you can't buy this or you can't buy that, whatever. But, still build the business, and just be smarter about the expenses.
No, and that's exactly. And funny thing is, one of the topics was going to be for tonight. I don't even know. Where do I have it at? It's in my list somewhere. It was going to be talking about the hobby and the industry and all that good stuff. But we'll get into that for, like I said, maybe the 18th show. We'll see if the 18th is free for you. But, we'll get into that next time you're on. Because, like I said, we got this whole list. Like I said, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 questions. We got 2. Oh.
Nobody cares about. They don't care about the questions. They wanted to look at the snake. I don't know if I can carry 2 hours on questions. I ran out of snakes to show you guys. I showed you half my collection.
Well, see, we got the other half though. There's a whole nother half we haven't seen.
All right. You didn't tell me that up front. I didn't know there was questions. I thought I just. It's my first time. Hey, it's my first time doing this. Sorry, man, I screwed up.
No, Ron, trust me, you did not screw up, brother. You did not screw up. You delivered tonight, dude.
Oh, and by the way, I have your address. I found your address, so you don't need to send it to me. I'm going to give you a donation to your ultrasound fund. All right.
Dude, I like you don't need to do that, but I do greatly appreciate that, Ron.
Well, you didn't need to have me on this show, but you did, and
but I wanted to have like
well,
you've
but
got
I
some
appreciate it.
totally like awesome out of this world stuff. You needed to be on this show, dude. You needed to be on here. I was just hoping you weren't gonna say, dude, say you'd be surprised how many people are like, I'm not a camera person. You know, I don't really
in all honesty,
on the sidelines. Not gonna mention any names like Phil from Finger Snakes or anything like that, but yeah.
my work kind of broke me of that habit. I don't care now anymore. But when COVID hit, everything was remote. So everything I do, just about every day of my life, even now, because not everybody goes back to the office every day, and I'm field based anyway because I'm in sales. So just about everything I do is like this. So I don't mind it anymore being on camera. If you would have asked me this before COVID, there's no way I wouldn't have wanted to do it. But I got used to it. I don't mind. I don't care anymore. So it's all good.
Awesome, dude. Creative says 10 more shows.
Tradesman's Exotics.
What's that?
Tradesman's Exotics. I just saw the pop in.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Tradesmen. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch everything you missed there, dude. Make sure you grab yourself like some popcorn and like something to drink because you're not gonna, or at least put it on your phone, and yeah, it snakes the whole time, bro. Snakes the whole time. You will not regret watching it. That is for sure. Juicy G says she could always make an appearance when needed to. All right. Ron, you really need to go and watch that live. I'll send you the link.
Send me the link. Yeah, send me the link.
Got it. Like it's just be prepared to laugh the whole time. It is great. Nate says, Ron, we need to get together again soon.
Yeah.
We all need to get together because Phil's needs to quit dropping the ball and pick a date when we can all go out to eat again.
Yeah, that's definitely doable.
The Shady Maple thing was Phil's thing. Like the barbecue thing, 4th of July, that became my thing. I know Chris is doing one in the spring. There, I just dropped my pen. Chris is doing a thing in the spring for all of us to get together. So we're going to have, it's basically going to be several get-togethers we have throughout the year. But Phil, you got to start pulling your weight, dude. Like you're the one that started this whole mess. Like you've got to pull through for us. But all right. Well, it's at 2 hours, Ron. You're hot, I'm sure. Like you said, you're in your snake room. We're gonna get Ron back on here again. So make sure you guys share this video out. Definitely hit that thumbs up for me. All right, Nate, I'll send you the link to, dude. I guarantee you're definitely gonna like. You can watch it with Sharon. She'll probably enjoy it too. But yeah, you guys are gonna love this video. Like, yeah, it's absolutely hysterically funny. But I just lost my whole train of thought. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Jeremy, before we go, I just want to say thank you very much for having me on. I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. And thanks, everybody, for popping on and sticking with us for like 2 hours. So hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully you got to see some good stuff. And we'll do it again. All right?
Ron, I greatly appreciate you being on, dude. It was a pleasure. And I'm thankful you gave me 2 hours of your evening to come on here with us.
No worries, man. Had a good time.
Just so you know, there was like we were hovering at 40 people almost the whole 2 hours. It was like very high 30s, like and into the 40s with people. So we had a good turnout tonight.
Good deal.
Very, very pleased with that. So everybody, thank you. Jeff. Thank you, everybody, for all the love and support. Next week, like I said, it's going to be a solo show, but I'm going to get with Jeff and Angie at Celtic and Juicy G. We're going to see what we can pull off for next week. It might just be a reiteration of Mom Juice Monday show. So we'll see what we can pull up with here. Juicy G, you have a wonderful night. Ron, you'll get
I'm gonna watch that thing. You got to send me the link.
It's all gonna make too much sense all too soon.
Send me the link.
Bob Reptili Morris, thanks for tuning in. Just stay on here 1 second, Ron.
Right.
Everybody, thank you again. Creative Genetics, Florida Born, and Phil, thank you all for your generous donations towards the ultrasound fund. Ron, thank you. See, there, you know,
I know.
for how long, I still don't know which way I got to point. Thank you, dude, for your generosity about saying about the donation thing as well.
Sure.
I really do appreciate that. It means the world to me, everybody. I really, really does. I really appreciate it. I enjoy spending Sunday nights with all of you.
Once you get it, part of me donating is once you get it, my ass is going to be up at your place ultrasounding my snakes.
Dude, I will come to you. You don't even need to bring your snakes here. I will come to you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate you having me on. It's a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm glad you came on, and we will definitely be having you on. Like I said, maybe we can make it work on the 18th. We'll figure it out.
All right.
But yeah. So everybody, thank you. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you next Saturday, not Sunday. Remember Saturday, everybody. And plus, this week's video, you're fine. It's really, really long overdue. You're finally going to get to see the snake that I got from the barbecue in July. Just a little overdue. But I need to get that video out so that way when I do the pairing video for the 2023 season, which I'm really excited for, you guys they're going, well, where did this snake pop up from out of nowhere? So definitely make sure you guys check that out. And we'll catch you next time, everybody. Again, thank you so much for the love and support. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll catch you later.
All right. Thanks.